Coming to you live from the Bill Cook Gymnasium here on the campus of Santa Ana College. We got Don's Volleyball here for you tonight here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in wherever you may be tuning in from. The Dons have a match against the Tigers of Riverside City College and are looking for win number 2 here in the Orange Empire Conference. Again, the Santa Ana Dons enter with a record of 6-10, 1-6 in conference play. They're led by head coach Mariah Kunipo Aguirre, who's in her second year as the head of the program. And the visiting Tigers, they enter with a record of 12-5 and are currently at the top of the Orange Empire Conference standings with a record of 6-1 in the OEC. Currently unranked, but last week the Tigers were ranked 23rd in the 3C2A. Again, those are the two teams facing off tonight as they get ready for the starting lineups and the national anthem. And with the national anthem, we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups ourselves and the first set of action here at Bill Cook Gymnasium. Back here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. We have Don's Volleyball here for you tonight as they take on the Tigers of Riverside City College. Again, it's October 18th, a Friday evening here on the campus of Santa Ana College. They just announced the starters, so let's go ahead and relay those to you as well. For the visiting Riverside City Tigers, starting for them will be wearing number 4, Kira Iskar. Wearing number 6, Tabitha Irish, 8, Kylan Hayes, 15, Riley Chafee, 16, Abby Oakes, and 24, Danny Luna. And for your Santa Ana Dons, starting, going with a little bit different lineup tonight for head coach Mariah Kunipo Aguirre. Wearing number 3, it's Lyric Birdsong, 7, Mia Kotani, Alexis Tortola wearing number 11 will get the start, 14, Kylie Jimerson, 15, Natalie Prater, 19, Sarah Britton, and 23, Kylie Brinker. Brinker getting the start tonight over Erica Valle. We'll also see Caitlin Garcia potentially as a libero. They've rotated between her and Kylie Jimerson during the season. This will be a tough matchup for the Santa Ana Dons tonight. Riverside City, 6-1 in the Orange Empire Conference, and they're not currently ranked in the 3C2A, however. They were ranked 23rd last week in the last week's poll. However, they lost 3-0 against Saddleback College, another team that's 6-1 in the Orange Empire Conference. Saddleback currently ranked number 25 in the 3C2A, so those teams pretty much flip-flop places in the bottom of the 3C2A rankings. The Dons are in their black uniforms. Will be heading from left to right. Kylie Jimerson will check in as their libero sub. So serving first will be Riverside City College. They're in their white uniforms, heading from right to left, and it's a service error on the first serve of the evening. That's on Kira Iskar. So Kira Iskar gets us started, and it's the first point on the evening for the Dons. To serve will be Alexis Tortola. She is a freshman from Bishop Amat High School. Gets it over on the jump serve. Riverside City gets into their play set, and Jimerson couldn't get to it. A powerful strike there off the hand of Kylan Hayes. She's a sophomore outside hitter from Cajon High School over in the city of San Bernardino, or in that area. She's one of the leaders on this Riverside City roster, leading the team with 274, make that 275 kills. Now it's a jump serve for Riverside City. Dons get into their play set. Opportunity here for Riverside City, and another point for the Tigers. I believe that time it was on the far side, on your far side of your screen, Abby Oakes wearing number 16. Again, the Dons taking on the Riverside City Tigers here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Jump serve we're seeing here from Tabitha Irish. Kotani will bump set it over. Tortola will get it over on the third pass. She tried to dump it in. Tortola now digs it. Jimerson gets it to Birdsong. Dug out by the Tigers. Now they get into their play set. Oakes gets it over. It's a free play opportunity. Back set to Birdsong, partially blocked, but the Tigers are able to recover. Here we're going to see the Tigers and the Dons are able to recover now. Birdsong cut shot to the far side. Both teams just kind of playing it over back and forth. Neither team able to get a point until the Dons get one there. Point for Lyric Birdsong and the Santa Ana Dons. 2-2 is the score early on in set number 1. Now to serve will be Lyric Birdsong, who just comes into your screen as she does get it over the net. However, it's going to fall long over here on the right side of your screen. Substitutions being made as checking in is number 17, Jada Whitmire. She's on the front line along with Kylan Hayes. Whitmire is second on the team with 139 kills. She plays middle blocker for the Riverside City Tigers. They're led by head coach Clara Loudon. They've had a very strong season, a chance to win the Orange Empire Conference. This one powered through. It's another kill for Kylie Hayes. Hayes already has 3 kills on the evening. Again, came into this match leading the team with 274. The sophomore from Cajon High School. Now serving for the Tigers is Alyssa Bishop, a sophomore setter from Rancho Cucamonga High School. Kotani now gets it over. It does hit the net, and it's going to go far, wide left. Wide left, a point for the Tigers. They're now up 5-2. Things were tied up at 2 apiece. Kylie Jimerson wearing the white uniform, the libero for the Dons. In the black uniform for the Tigers is Kalani Kaloka. So Kaloka's in as a libero for the Tigers. Back set to Caitlin Garcia. Kylie Brinker. Brinker gets it over for the Dons. Tap shot there by Hayes, and the Dons can't recover. Another kill, this time a lot more finesse on the attempt there by Kylan Hayes, wearing number 8. Standing at 5'10", read that long. 6-2 is the score in favor of Riverside City. And thanks for tuning in to Don's Volleyball. Jump serve, and this one does hit the top of the net. It can't make it over, so Alyssa Bishop with the service error. That's the second error we've seen by the Tigers on the evening. Again, led by head coach Clara Loudon. Dons are led by head coach Mariah Kunipo Aguirre. She's in her second season with the team. This one, bad first touch, but Hayes was there to recover. They're just going to have to bump it over. A free play for the Dons. This one for the middle, and Britton able to power it through and get a point. She gets her first kill of the evening. She has a smile on her face as she celebrates with her teammates, and it's now a 6-4 score. You see on the far side of your screen, Natalie Peter getting ready to serve from that far corner. Again, shout out to Sal working the camera, the second camera on the evening, and this one's going to be a long. So a service error by Peter, the freshman from La Mirada. She checks out. Jimerson will check back in. Now to serve is Kylan Hayes. Hayes does have 25 aces on the season, which also leads the team, so a dual threat, can do it on the front line, but also could do it on the back line. Bumped up for Sarah Britton, but Britton mistimed her jump there as Tortola put too much air on it, and it'll be a attacking error on the Dons. A point for the Tigers. They now lead 8-4. Again, Kylan Hayes, the sophomore, has a good chance to make first team All-OEC, and depending on where Riverside City finishes in the standings, could be one of the MVPs on the season. This one hit over by Britton, but it's going to be here on the near side and not land inbounds. It's going to be a point for the Tigers once again. They're 1 point away from double digits. They lead 9-4. Again, going right to left on your screen. Hayes to serve, jump serve over. Birdsong gets the first touch. Tortola passes it over on the second one. Here's a play for the Tigers, and they do get a point. Earning her first kill of the evening is Danny Luna. Danny Luna getting the start on the evening tonight for the Tigers. Has 44 kills on the season entering tonight's match. Kotani saves it, and Birdsong plays it over as it was heading towards the scores table. Luna tries to get another point for the Tigers, but she's blocked. This one partially blocked. The Dons do recover. Jimerson's going to bump set it over to Kotani. She's behind the 10-foot line and gets it over for the Dons. Free play. There's a dump there by the Riverside City Tigers. Smart call there by Alyssa Bishop, the sophomore setter. New one to go for the bump there. The dump, excuse me, as they call it. Kylan Hayes with another strong jump serve to that far corner. Britton, barely got her fingertips on that one, but it's a point for the Dons. It ends a 6-0 run that the Tigers had cooking. It's 11-5 here in set number 1. Now checking in is Amy Reyna. She wears number 5. She's a freshman from Catella High School. Electing to go with her on the serve instead of Kylie Brinker. Flat-footed serve right to Kylan Hayes. To the setter, partially blocked by Britton, and it goes out of bounds. Tortola couldn't recover here on the near sideline. (12-5) is the score. Dons trail early on in set number 1 to Riverside City College. Flat-footed serve there by Luna. And a powerful strike there by Sarah Britton, the freshman from Orangewood Academy, earns another kill. That's her third on the evening. Britton does a nice job of patrolling the middle for the Dons. On the outside, it's usually the likes of Birdsong and Kotani. They'll need all three of those players to be sharp if they want to have a chance against Riverside City College. There's another point for the Dons on an attacking error by Nicole Barrera. Nicole Barrera's in for Riverside City along with Kylan Hayes, Alyssa Bishop, as well as Jada Whitmire. Gabby Luna as Tortola plays this over on the first touch. And rounding off the lineup is Kailani Kaloka. Kaloka's in the black uniform for the Tigers as she's the libero. It's a 12-8 score now. The Dons have a little 4-0 run cooking themselves after the Tigers went on a 6-0 run. Kotani still again a jump serve, this time way too strong. Got it near the out of bounds line here for the basketball. Now coming back in is Tabitha Irish. She started as the libero. She's also wearing a black uniform for the Riverside City Tigers. Tigers have a pretty deep roster. You can see on your screen the bench as Tortola immediately crashes into the stands here on this near side and try to save that one, but Kotani couldn't get it over. It's now a 14-8 score in favor of the Tigers. Serving, wearing number 15, is Riley Chafee, listed as a freshman setter from Serrano High School over in the city of Phelan. And that's going to be a point for the Dons. Back on the scoreboard is the Dons. They're trailing 14-9 here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Jump serve by Sarah Britton. Hayes gonna bump pass it to her teammate, Abby Oakes. Oakes plays it over, potential free play for the Dons. A play set up for Birdsong. Birdsong slightly taps it over ever so gently, and it's a point for Santa Ana College. They now trail by 4. 14-10 is the score. Birdsong's a freshman from Cypress High School. Leads the team in a lot of different categories, including kills, 122 now on the season. This one, on her flat-footed attack. Couldn't get it over the net as it hit the middle. Substitution for Riverside City College as Kira Iskar gonna check in. Iskar will now serve for the Tigers. Here on this near side, the jump serve over and across to Kotani. Reyna on the second touch. Now Jimerson just gonna have to play it over. And so it's a free play for the Tigers. Attack for Hayes, and look at how she pushed it across. This one floated by the net. Hayes got her shot partially blocked, and the Dons recover. They get it over on the second touch. Not sure if they knew they had another touch or not. And this time, Amy Reyna can't get to it. A powerful strike by the Tigers there, and they go back up by 6. 16-10, halfway through the first set here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium on the campus of Santa Ana College. Iskar to serve for the Tigers. Tortola will pass to Birdsong. Birdsong kind of had a backhand that one, and that played to her advantage as the Tigers were set up to block it there on the far side. But when she backhanded it, got it towards the middle and put herself on a favorable angle. And so the Dons do score a point, 16-11, creating opportunities in all the different ways they can. Tortola now to jump serve. She's one of the better servers here on the Dons roster. Peter now to Birdsong, and Birdsong gets another kill on the evening, her 4th. Still here in set number 1. Dons are trailing by 4 once again. 16-12 is the score. Again, Tortola leads the team with 321 assists, but also leads the team with 32 service aces on the season. There's a nice dig by Kylie Jimerson, the libero. Tigers have another free play, and this time Kotani can't get to it. A powerful shot there by Kylan Hayes. Now to serve for the Tigers is Tabitha Irish, leading by 5. 17-12 is the score. Birdsong gets it over for the Dons, but it's free play. Luna gets it over. Tortola now sets it across to the Tigers. Hayes pushes it, partially touched there. And they're going to say it's a point for the Tigers. Point for the Tigers, 18-12. Now they lead in set number 1. Tabitha Irish to serve. She's a freshman from Valley View High School, located in the city of Moreno Valley. Tortola will get it over on the 3rd touch, but it's a free play for the Tigers. Luna blasts it to the back line. It's going to go in play as it did hit off the arm of Kotani, who was on the back line. A timeout is called by head coach Mariah Kunipo Aguirre. Kunipo Aguirre played for the Dons herself back in the 2013 and 14 seasons. She's now the head of the program, taking over for Troy Abbey. She's in her 2nd season as the head of the program. Again, last season the Dons played the Tigers twice, just as they do every year here in the Orange Empire Conference. They lost both matches, 3-1. Looking to change that this season. However, the Tigers a lot better than they were last year. They're now 12-5 and 6-1 in Orange Empire Conference play. Last year they finished the season 15-12 and were 9-7 in the OEC. So already 3 wins away from tying last season's record overall, and 3 wins away from tying last season's record in the Orange Empire Conference. So Riverside CD does have a lot more sophomores on the roster this year. The Dons have been able to keep pace. They got it within 4 when they were trailing 16-12. However, the Tigers went on a 3-0 run themselves, and head coach Kunipo Aguirre called a timeout. Dons trail by 7, 19-12. Still to serve is Irish. Tortola passes it to Brinker. Brinker too strong on her attack. It's now a 20-12 set number 1 score. here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. On the floor for the Dons, Natalie Peter, Lyric Birdsong, Alexis Tortola, Kylie Brinker, Mia Kotani, who passes it to Tortola, and the last one is Kylie Jimerson. This one lands inbounds on the near side. It's a point for the Santa Ana Dons. No, lands out of bounds. No, correction, it was a point for the Dons. 20-13 now is the score. Birdsong, jump serve, gets to the back line for the Tigers. Play for Killian Hayes, and Kotani couldn't handle it as it heads over to the scores table. A lot of steam coming off those attacks by Kylan Hayes. The Dons are going to have to put themselves in better position to try and dig out her attacks. Again, Kylan Hayes leading the team with 200 now and 78 kills on the season. Tigers serve it over. Kotani with two hands. Plays it softly across, right back to the Dons. And oh, Tortola tried to go with the backhand dump. However, she couldn't get it over the net, and it'll be a point for the Tigers. They're now 3 points away from winning set number one. The score is 22-13, back to a 9-point lead. Alyssa Bishop, the sophomore setter from Rancho Cucamonga, to serve. This one, oh, too low on her serve, and it hits the net. 22-14, Dons trail by 8. Natalie Peter to serve. Peter, like Tortola, very good at serving. Leads the team, or second on the team, with 27 aces. Played over. Play for Whitmire, and the Tigers. Miscommunication. Now Kotani's just going to have to bump it over, and she does. A free play, though, for Riverside City. There's Whitmire again from the middle. Dug out by Tortola. Smacked over by Britton. Both teams scrambling a little bit here. Oh, Peter couldn't take a good first touch there, and it'll be a point for the Tigers. Couple players hit the floor. Dons are hustling, but they're still trailing 23-14 here in set number one. Again, Dons are in the black uniforms, heading from left to right. Tigers are in their whites. Kylan Hayes to jump serve for the Tigers. Tortola will back set it to Brinker. Blocked over and sent back to the Dons, but back over on the Tigers side now. Hayes from the back court. Britton, and the Dons get a point there on the pass by Kylie Brinker. Again, Brinker getting the start today. She's a freshman from Canyon High School. Listed as an outside hitter, but that time getting a set there and credited with the assist as Sarah Britton was able to earn a point for the Dons. They trail 23-15. Served over by Amy Reyna. Blocked there, and it's a point for the Dons. A combination of Britton and Mia Kotani combined for the block and the point. The deficit has been cut to 7. 23-16, the Dons are looking to claw back in on this. Late in set number one, Amy Reyna going with the flat-footed serve. Here's a play for Whitmire, blocked by Britton. Play now for Luna and the Tigers. Jimerson calls everyone off. Kotani gets it over. Dug out by the Tigers. Now here's a play for Isabel Reyes, and Reyes gets a point for the Tigers. Match point now as they now lead 24-16. 24-16 in favor of Riverside City College. They're the visiting team here today. Danny Luna will serve. Attack for Britton, and Britton barely gets it over as it hits the top of the net. Whitmire now from the far side, and can't be dug out there by Birdsong. It's the last and final point for Riverside City College. So they win set number one by a score of 25-16. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Volleyball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. We're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we'll have set number two for the Dons and the Riverside City Tigers. We'll be back in a second.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion, someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. The question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
Life doesn't change overnight. It takes effort and dedication. It takes learning new skills and putting yourself and loved ones first. At Santa Ana College, you can complete a full-time accelerated online program in just 2 years. Choose a program that meets your needs and changes your educational dreams into a well-deserved reality. Building the life you want means taking a first step. Start your journey at Santa Ana College. Where it leads is up to you.
Back here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium, the Dons just lost set number 1 to Riverside City College by a score of 25-16. Dons are 6-10 on the season, 1-6 in Orange Empire Conference play. They're coming off back-to-back losses to Orange Coast and Santiago Canyon College. They got swept by both the Pirates and the Hawks. Their last win was here at home back on October 9th when they hosted the Fullerton Hornets. We were there for that game, and it was a very competitive back-and-forth match between both programs, Fullerton and Santa Ana, as they usually do, battle back and forth. This is the last match of the first go-around. So the next game will be, or the next match will be this upcoming Wednesday, October 23rd against Golden West, and the Dons, remember, started the conference season against Golden West back on September 20th. But this time they'll be on the road against Golden West, and every team that they played in the first half, they'll now flip-flop between who's home and who's away. So next week, they'll travel to Golden West to take on the Rustlers and then host Cypress College on October 25th. That's the rest of the schedule for October. On the 1st of November, that Friday, they'll host Saddleback College. Then again, we'll host Irvine Valley the ensuing Wednesday on November 6th. That's the upcoming schedule for the Santa Ana Dons. And remember, you can tune into every Dons home match here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. So if you're supporting any of the ladies on the team, don't forget to subscribe and like the page on the YouTube channel. That way you can always tune in live to the live stream. There won't always be audio and commentary, but you can always tune into the audio feed or the live feed, the video feed. As to serve now, and there's a point for the Dons and Natalie Peter. Birdsong was serving, and Natalie Peter got the first point of set number 2 for Santa Ana College. Okay, the Dons are led by head coach Mariah Kunapo Aguirre. She went to Carson High School, played at Santa Ana College herself. Jimerson now passes it to Tortola, who sets it for Kotani, partially blocked. Kylan Hayes is right there, though, tapped over and blocked at the point of attack by Peter. She now has the first 2 points of the match. First 2 points of the set number 2 here. Okay, Riverside City won set number 1 by a score of 25-16. Dons are starting this set hot. So there's going to be a penalty on Riverside City College, and it'll be actually no penalty, no point given to the Dons. It's still 2-0, so they're going to replay that one. Kylan Hayes now on the attack. She blasts it, finding an opening on the back line of the Dons defense. Hayes, a very talented sophomore outside hitter from Cajon High School, and her second year with Riverside City. Alexis Tortola will now backset it to Brinker. She had her shot blocked, and there is another point for the Tigers. It's now a 2-2 score here in set number 2. This one's gonna go out. Mia Kotani Saw that one drifting here past the far or near sideline on your screen. And so the Dons now lead 3-2 early on in set number 2. We mentioned Hayes had 274 kills coming into the match, now at 279. She leads the Orange Empire Conference and by a big margin, as it's another point for Riverside City. This time it was off the right hand of Abby Oaks. So Oaks will check out as she earns a kill for the Tigers. The next closest person entering today, again, Orange Coast playing tonight, but it's a player from Orange Coast. Savavi for Orange Coast has 185 kills entering today. So almost a full 100. 89, if my math is correct. 89 behind Kylan Hayes. Again, a good chance Kylan Hayes could be the Orange Empire Conference MVP when it's all said and done. The sophomore has a big lead over everybody else in the conference standings. And that was the entire season. I'm sure if you went over conference play stats, it might be a little closer. Here's another serve for Alyssa Bishop. Tortola will pass it to Britton. Britton gets it blocked. The combination of Whitmire and Luna. Danny Luna and Whitmire patrolling the middle for the Tigers. 5-3 they lead. Still Alyssa Bishop to serve. Jump serve goes to Kotani. Passes it. There's the dump. And they're going to call a violation, a double hit on Alexis Tortola, the freshman from Bishop Amont. Try to catch the Tigers off guard. But it's a point for Riverside City. On the floor for your Dons is Brinker, Britton, Tortola, Jimerson, Birdsong, and Jimerson. Violation called there on the Dons, and so it's another point for Riverside City. Currently on a 4-0 run, 7-3 is the score. Kotani now lines up her shot. Tigers are able to respond, and this is another point for the Tigers. Kylan Hayes, when you look at the conference stats, she has 118 kills going into this match. Savavi had 95, so not as big as a lead as if you count the overall non-conference stats, but still pretty significant lead over the next person. Brinker too strong on her attack there, and it's another point for the Riverside City here in set number 2. And your Dons are taking on the Tigers of Riverside City College. Thanks for tuning in. Wherever you may be tuning in from, my name is Noah Alvarez. Birdsong passes it to Tortola. Britton hanging up in the air, and she does play it over. But Riverside City was in position to respond. Now here's a backcourt attack for Birdsong, partially blocked at the net. Whitmire gets out of the way after recovering. Hayes dug out by Birdsong, and this one blocked at the point of attack. Whitmire and Luna again combined for another block. Big block there for the Tigers. They're up 10-3. And the Dons jumped out to an early 2-0 lead here in set number 2. However, it's been all Tigers since, going on a 10-1 run. Hitting, more glancing off the top of the net, and none of the Dons players were expecting that, so they couldn't respond in time. 11-3 now is the score. Still, it's Alyssa Bishop to serve, wearing number 9. Tortola will get it to Brinker here on the far side, and Brinker couldn't get it over. A point for the Tigers. The 6 on the floor, Kelani Kaloka serving as Alyssa Bishop. There's going to be a timeout called, and with that timeout, we'll go ahead and take a timeout ourselves as well. And thanks for tuning in to Dons Volleyball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy. To us, a Don is someone who embraces the grind. A Don is a person that brings passion. Someone who takes advantage of all their opportunities. A leader, a dreamer, a winner. question we have for you is, are you ready to be a Don?
So after the timeout, still Alyssa Bishop serving. Dons are going from right to left here in set number 2. It's played over from the backcourt by Lyric Birdsong. She now digs this one out. Passed to Tortola, and Kotani came up short on her attack there. It's an error on the Dons, and they now trail 13-3. But the 6 on the floor for the Riverside City Tigers, it's Danny Luna, Jada Whitmire, and Kylan Hayes in the front line. In the back, it's Kailani Kaloka, Alyssa Bishop, who's serving, and Kira Iskar. Kylan Hayes with the dig. Whitmire on the attack. Tortola gets the first touch. Brinker will now play it over for the Dons. Here's a chance for Luna and the Tigers. Jimerson couldn't get a great touch on it, and the Dons were scrambling, couldn't get it over the net in 3 hits, and now it'll be a 14-3 lead for RCC. And Riverside City College traveling to Santa Ana College on this Friday evening. Lovely evening for volleyball, especially indoors. A little bit windy outside. Another point for the Tigers. A little windy here in the city of Santa Ana, but no wind felt here inside the Bill Cook Gymnasium. 15-3 is the score in favor of the Tigers. Kotani gets the first touch. Jimerson will bump set it now to Kotani. Here's an opportunity for the Dons, and they do strike on it. Britton capitalizes on a point there as the ball kind of hung up after the second touch by the Tigers. Head coach Clara Loudon relaying to her team a message. Has her program 12-6 on the season, 6-1 in Orange Empire Conference play. RCC leads 15-4. Now serving for the Dons is Erica Valle. Valle gets it over. Attack for Kylan Hayes, and it's blocked by Britton and Alexis Tortola. So Erica Valle will serve again. She's a freshman from Segerstrom. Floating serve here to the near side. Free play for the Dons here, and Tortola will set it up. It's a decoy for Britton, and goes to Kotani. Tigers were prepared. Now here's another opportunity for Hayes, and she's too strong. That time they're gonna say it was touched by Britton and Tortola at the net. Britton pointing to the referee saying she did not touch it. It looked like Kylan Hayes was just too strong from our angle. And the Dons players are a little befuddled there by the call. Seen a handful of calls on the season not go the Dons' way, and that was another one there. Tortola will now hustle to make this pass to Birdsong, who plays it over for the Dons. Riverside City gets into their play set. Whitmire blocked at the net. This time dumped, and no one was there. And no one was there vacating the middle. Nice lead time dumped there by Alyssa Bishop. Kylan Hayes, jump serve to Kotani. Dons going from right to left. Kotani with the left hand gets it over. Here's an attack for Whitmire, and Whitmire found an opening in between Valle and Tortola. Another point for Riverside City. They have one of their bigger leads of the match. 18-5 is the score. This one hits the antenna. Not going to go over the net, and it's a point for the Dons. Coming in now is Kelly Moore for Riverside City. Also in on the match is Harmony Nis. Bishop gets it to Nis. Nis is going to give a free play. Tortola over to Birdsong. Birdsong mistimed her jump there and had to go with the flat-footed attack. But that time, Britton and Tortola come up with the block for the Dons. They now trail 18-7. Serving is Mio Kotani. Jump serve by Kotani. Finds the middle, and Kaloka. Whitmire does earn a point for the Tigers there. A powerful strike from the middle blocker from Diamond Bar High School. She's a freshman. Wearing number 17 tonight for Riverside City College. Kind of tricky coming into the match as there's a point there for Riverside City. An ace for Danny Luna. But a few of the Tiger players wear different numbers when they're in their home uniforms than when they do in their away white uniforms. So had to get that sorted out at the beginning of the match. This one heads towards the coaches and bounces into the stands. Kaylin Garcia. Now into the match, the 6 on the floor. Tortola, Britton, Birdsong, Jimerson, Valle, and Garcia. Danny Luna to serve, again attacking Garcia. She gets a better touch there. Birdsong will play it over for the Dons. Tigers are ready. Now here's Nis. Dug out by Garcia. Birdsong attacking that far corner, but dug out by Luna. Too long on the attack. No, they're going to say that's inbounds. So the referee here on the near side pointed the red flag down, meaning it hit the line or was near it. From our angle here, looked like it could have been out. 22-7 though is the score. Tigers are running away with it here in set number 2. Garcia looked like she didn't have her feet set there as she was backing up on that dig attempt. It's an all-freshman roster here for the Dons as they have a lot of youth on this team. Both Garcia and Valle are freshmen from Segerstrom High School. Garcia now this time digs it out. Trying to be dumped over by Tortola. She has her hands on her face in frustration. A double hit called. 24-7, so set point. For the Tigers. Birdsong trying to keep the Dons in it. Point still alive. Whitmire's going to go for the attack. Garcia couldn't get to it. A kill for Whitmire will end set number 2, and the Tigers are now ahead 2-0. They win set number 2 by a score of 25-7. Again, thanks for tuning into Don's Volleyball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. My name is Noah Alvarez. When we come back, we'll have set number 3 after this commercial break.
Let's get it! Right here, right now! Get here, let's go! Get here! Get here! Let's go, get it, boy, get it! Let me get 2 big, 2 clubs, and oh! Let me get 2 big, 2 clubs, and ah! 2 big, 2 clubs, and oh! Yes, sir!
Hello, this is Anthony White, head coach of Santa Ana College and the undefeated Metro Conference champions. We're here to play football, not bear crawl. We're here to play football, not run gases. But guess what? We don't coach effort. You have to coach effort because it's your life. You understand? It's your life and you have this one opportunity to do it. You have this one opportunity, this one moment in time to be special and make something happen special. We got about 109 student athletes in here. That's 109 different dreams. 109 different goals. Whatever yours is, we can make it happen here. surrounding you, all the coaches on the outside, everybody here. We're here for you to help you realize those goals and dreams. You came here for a reason. I don't sleep because all I care about is getting you guys out. It's not fake. I'm real. That's why I brought these coaches in. It's all real. I told you. It's real. You came here to get out.
Champions, baby, let's go!
Hard with you not around.
Don't wake up every day living your life thinking about proving somebody wrong that didn't believe in you. Wake up every day trying to prove somebody right.
Back here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium on the campus of Santa Ana College. There's the horn to mark set number 3. And the Dons hosting the Riverside City Tigers. Trailing 2-0, they lost set number 2 by a score of 25-7. Both teams belong to the Orange Empire Conference. Only 2 teams ranked in the Orange Empire Conference in the 3C2A. That's Orange Coast College, who's the highest ranked team, 14th in the latest 3C2A polls. And ranked number 25th is Saddleback. Saddleback dethroned Riverside City. Last week they were ranked number 23 in the polls, but this week, unranked, looking to get back in. Riverside City defeated earlier this week Golden West College, 3-0, and are up 1-0 here now in set number 3, as serving is Kira Isgar. Isgar is a freshman libero from La Sierra High School. There's a few players from La Sierra, 3 to be exact, on the roster. Here for head coach Clara Loudon. Birdsong earns the first point of the set. A powerful strike there on the far side. The Dons now on the board here in set number 3. Things are all tied up at 1 apiece. After today, the Tigers will host Irvine Valley next Wednesday. Tortolo again to her jump serve for the Dons. Partially blocked, and Tortola hits the antenna there. A point for the Tigers. And for the Santa Ana College Dons, next week they'll travel to Huntington Beach to take on the Rustlers at Golden West College on Wednesday. So that's what's coming up for both these teams. Tigers hosting the Lasers. Dons will travel to the Rustlers. Valle, starting set number 3, plays it over. It's a free play for the Tigers. Oh, Kylan Hayes, too much juice on that attack as she earns another kill. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast, entered tonight's match, 274 kills, over 90. It's a 90-point lead over the second place person in the OEC when you're looking at overall season statistics. But there, Birdsong and the Dons earned another point. They now trail 3-2. Three to 2 is the score. Lyric Birdsong will serve. She's a freshman from Cypress High School. Pushed over, couldn't get quite over the net is Kylan Hayes, so a rare attacking error there by the sophomore. 3-3 now is the score. Dons have tied things up here in set number 3. Three's wild. Tigers get into their play set. So a point there for the Tigers. 4-3 is the score. Now to serve for the Riverside City Tigers is Alyssa Bishop. We'll check to see if we have some scores from around the OEC. As it's another point for the Tigers, they now go up 5-3. Also going on tonight, Orange Coast. Nope, excuse me, that's Wednesday. So also going on tonight on Friday, October 18th, Irvine Valley up 1-0 over Santiago Canyon College. They're in their second set. Irvine Valley has a 24-22 lead, so a couple points away from closing that one out. Fullerton and Orange Coast are playing tonight, as well as Cypress and Saddleback. However, no score from those two matches. Again, Santa Ana trailing 2-0 against Riverside City. Natalie Peter will serve. Dons are trailing 5-4. Kylan Hayes from the back line. Mia Kautani can't get to it. 6-4 in favor of Riverside City. We'll see if we have some other scores from around the 3C2A as some substitutions come in for the Tigers. Again, a lot of depth. You count the 6 on the floor, but if you look at over at their bench, they have 11 players standing on the bench. Clara Loudon, the head coach, has done a nice job of rotating most of her players here tonight. Valle gets this one over for the Dons, but Tigers were prepared. Whitmire gets another point for the Tigers. They now go up by 3. 7-4 is the score. Some scores from around the 3C2A. East LA had a 3-0 victory over Rio Hondo. First touch there by Kotani goes towards the trainer's table. 8-4 now is the score. So ELAC defeated Rio Hondo. Chafee defeated Saracoso 3-1. Kylan Hayes still to serve for Riverside City. Sarah Britton gets blocked by the combination of Luna and Harmony Niss. I think Whitmire was also in on that block as well, so the three making a impenetrable wall there. Britton and the Dons trail 9-4. Hayes jump serve attacking Mio Kotani. Tortola back sets it to Valle. Valle gets it over the block. Hayes lets it go. 10-4, Tigers lead. Also in the Southern California region, Long Beach City has a 1-0 lead over Compton College, 1-0. Worth mentioning, Long Beach City is the highest ranked Southern California team. Tigers having trouble with it there, double hit, and it's a point for the Dons. 10-5 now is the score. Yeah, the Vikings in the latest rankings are ranked number 2 overall. If you do look at the latest rankings here in the 3C2A, the top team in San Joaquin Delta from the Northern California region, as well as the 4th and 5th ranked team. Only Mesa, San Diego Mesa, that's the other Southern California team down in the Pacific Coast Athletic Conference. Kotani gets another point, partially deflected, looked like at the net, but Kotani and the Dons earn a point there. 10-6 now they trail in set number 3. Again, the top-ranked teams from the Southern California region, Long Beach City College and San Diego Mesa. Riverside City College trying to work their way up the rankings as well. Set there by Bishop, point for Whitmire and the Tigers. 11-6 now. Whitmire's had a very strong set number 2 and set number 3. Not quite yet finished with set 3. Just getting going. 11-6 though is the score in favor of the Tigers. Now serving is Danny Luna. Too flat on her serve, and it's a point for the Dons. Kotani now will serve. She's a freshman from Kennedy High School. Kennedy and Cypress used to be in the Empire League, and I'm sure Birdsong and Kotani, now teammates at Santa Ana College, but had some battles back in the day, playing volleyball in the Empire League. Empire League no more as many of the other leagues here in Orange County. Oh, hits the top of the net there. A service error there by Kotani. Tigers are back up by 4. 6 on the floor for the Dons at the moment. Erica Valle, Kylie Jimerson, Lyric Birdsong, Mia Kotani, Sarah Britton, and Alexis Tortola. Tortola sets it. Tapped over by Birdsong. The Tigers barely get to it. Tortola now gonna set it up for Birdsong. Birdsong from the far side gets a point. 6 on the floor for the Tigers at the moment. Tabitha Irish, the libero, here on the front line. It's Isabel Reyes. And Montana Gibson. Also on the court is Harmony Niss and Kyra Myers. 13-9. RCC leads. Looks like they're going to sub in Mia Mong. Mia Mong draws a loud cheer from her bench. Mia Mong wasn't on our roster. However, she was a late addition for the Tigers roster, traveling with the team tonight. Birdsong slams it home. A point for the Dons. They now trail by 3. Getting double digits here in set number 3. 13-10 is the score. Again, thanks for tuning in to Dons Volleyball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. Tortola will serve. Tortola attacking the back line. Tigers are just going to have to play it over as it's Mong. He gives a free play to the Dons. Tapped over by Birdsong. And right there at the point of attack was Montana Gibson. Gibson wearing number 23. She is a sophomore middle from Packing House Christian Academy over in the city of Redlands. And a good balance of freshmen and sophomores here on the roster for the Tigers, the visiting team. Dons have all freshmen, but if all players stick around, next year there'll be a much more experienced squad. And this one, 4 hits on the Tigers, a 4-hit violation by RCC. Dons back to trailing by 3. Lyric Birdsong will now go to serve on the season. She has 22 aces, which is 3rd on the team. The trio of her, Tortola, and Peter, 3 of the better servers here on the roster. Birdsong plays it over on the first touch. Now, Riverside City getting to their play set. Tortola's going to pass it to Kotani. Kotani with their left hand try to push it over, but just couldn't get a clean swipe at it. Whitmire is going to check back in, as well as Alyssa Bishop. So serving for the Tigers now is Alyssa Bishop, the freshman. No, sophomore from Rancho Cucamonga. Jump serve goes to Jimerson. Jimerson to Tortola, to Peter. Peter played it over. Free play here for the Dons. Birdsong from the back court. Just sets it over, and Whitmire too strong in her attack. It's a point for the Dons as Whitmire's attack was wide left. Whitmire wearing number 17 for RCC gets the attacking error. Dons again trailing by 3. Can they narrow the lead or narrow the deficit? Natalie Peter to serve. Kaloka will bump set it from her libero position. Peter now gets it to Kotani. Kotani pushes it over with the left hand. On the second touch there, Bishop finds an opening here on the near back corner. What an attack there by Bishop. And so Bishop, very savvy move there, earns a kill for the Tigers, and they now go back up by 4. Served by Kyra Myers, sophomore from Roosevelt High School over in Eastvale. Bishop, who played over by Niss, and it's a point for the Tigers. No one could get to that one for the Dons. 17-12 now is the score. Still serving is Myers. Takes a couple bounces and now jump serves it. Miscommunication there between Birdsong and Kotani. Teammates on the back row. Both thought the other was going to go get it. Short on the serve there. A service error by Kyra Myers, and Erica Valle will get a chance to serve for the Dons. Again, the Dons are coming off a match loss to Santiago Canyon College this past Wednesday. They were here at home Lost 3-0. Erica Valle fires this one too strong, and it's now a 6-point deficit. 19-13 is the score here in set number 3. But they lost to the Hawks of Santiago Canyon by scores of 25-16, 25-14, and 25-21. It's worth mentioning the Dons swept the Hawks last season, but lost the first match between the two teams this year. Dons do get back up on the board and cut the deficit now to 5. We're nearing the end of set number 3. Dons are still trailing 19-14. Miyoko Tani will serve. She's a freshman from Kennedy High School. Jump serve. Play here for Whitmire, and Jimerson couldn't handle the heat. Whitmire had a lot of power on that strike there. She earns a kill, and the Tigers are now up 20-14. More substitutions as Harmony Niss comes in along with Montana Gibson here on the front line. Jimerson on the first touch. Tigers with the joust and the Dons. Oh, it's going to go the Tigers' way. Birdsong couldn't get to it. After the joust, both teams right there at the net. It went onto the side of the Dons, and Birdsong was the nearest defender. Couldn't quite get a clean hit on it. Dons trail by 7. Tortola to Birdsong. Birdsong too strong as she went for the cut shot here on the near corner. Far side. And now serving is Riley Chafee. Amy Reyna now going to check in for the Santa Ana Dons. Chafee to serve. Flat-footed. Birdsong. Tortola passing it to Britton. Britton gets a point for the Dons. Again, Britton at that middle position has been so pivotal this season for the Dons in their attack. Second on the team entering tonight's match with 98 kills on the season. The trio of her, Kotani, and Birdsong have been the 3 main attackers. Tortola went for the dump there, but the Dons were prepared. Now the Tigers return one with one of their own. Chafee couldn't get the dump, and it's a point for the Dons. So both setters there went for the dump, but the Dons were able to prevail there. They now trail 22-16 here in set number 3. And we're here at the Bill Cook Gymnasium. Sarah Britton is serving for the Dons. They're in the black uniforms, heading from left to right. Too strong on the attack there by Riverside City. And they now have cut the deficit to 5. After tonight, the Dons will travel to Golden West next Wednesday to take on the Rustlers. That's their next match here in the OEC. It's now a 4-0 run for the Dons. Another attacking error made by the Tigers. 22-18 is the score. Can the Dons bring it within 1 or 2 or even tie things up here late in set number 3? Britton with the powerful serve, a service ace. She flexes with their team there, the freshman from Orangewood Academy. Has helped the Dons get 5 straight points in a row. Britton, jump serve, attacking the libero. This one's going to head into the water cooler over there on the Tigers bench. Now it looks like there's going to be a substitution being made as Kaloka is going to check in for Irish. They're attacking Irish in the libero uniform. Kaloka also wearing the libero uniform for RCC. This one played over on the first time. Reyna now bump sets it to Birdsong, who just gives a free play over. Pushed over by the Tigers. That ends a 7-0 run by the Dons. They clawed back into it. 23-20 now is the score. A 3-point deficit for the Dons. Serving now is Kira Iskar, one of the starters and one of the 3 players from La Sierra on the roster. Peter taps it over. No one there. All the players staring at it for Riverside City. No one taking the initiative to go get it. Dons cut it back to 2. Tortola to serve. When Tortola's serving, the Dons have a good chance of getting some points. Leading the team entering tonight with 32 aces, had one earlier in the evening, 33 on the season. The freshman from Bishop Amonte gets into her jump serve, right to Kaloka. Chafee passes it to Hayes, partially blocked, and it's a point for the Tigers as it sails out of bounds. So Britton and Birdsong did a nice job there to block the shot there by Hayes, but just ricocheted too far out of bounds. And now the Tigers have set point. Barely tapped over as it glanced the net. Jimerson's gonna have to give a free play over for the Tigers. A chance here for Hayes. Hayes partially blocked, heading towards the scores table. It went in. No, it went out from our angle here. Looked like it went over the net, but it did go out of bounds. So it's a point for the Tigers, and they clinch the match victory here with a 25-21 victory here over the Santa Ana Dons. So the Tigers sweep the Dons here on the Bill Cook Gymnasium. Again, my name is Noah Alvarez. Thanks for tuning in to Dons Volleyball here on the Santa Ana College Athletics YouTube channel. The next time you can catch the Dons here in action at the Bill Cook Gymnasium is next Friday as they host the Cypress Chargers. That's on October 25th at 6 p.m. You can tune into the live stream or come to the Bill Cook Gymnasium. The next time you can hear my voice will be tomorrow afternoon as the Dons football team will be back in action at Eddie West Field and hosting the Rams of Victor Valley College. Again, for Cammie, Sal, who is running camera, I'm Noah Alvarez. Thanks again for tuning in to Dons Volleyball. We'll catch you guys next time.
People always ask us, what's a Don? And our response is easy.